Hi everybody, welcome back to Living Our American Dream. Today is Sunday, I think it's March 22nd today. I just had to look down at my calendar. I wanted to show you guys what we're working on around here. So the first thing we're working on is we are tidying up from maple syrup season. Go ahead, Megan, blow one of those out, show us what you're doing. We rinsed all of these things out with hot water. And now Megan's just blowing the water out of them, and then we're gonna put a fan on them to make sure we get them completely dried. Over here in my syrup corner, you can see I've disconnected the stove and the ventilator, the exhaust fan. I completely cleaned out the stove. The stove's in storage for the season. Turning around here, this spot up here is where all of our buckets and our barrels are gonna go. And over here, this is where our vent hood gets stored in the off season. Michael's up there cleaning buckets right now. Take a peek at him real quick. And really all we're doing, we're not gonna scrub these buckets out, we're just gonna rinse them. So that he'll rinse all the sap out of them and all the dirt off them, set them up in the barn. We'll get them nice and dry, and then we'll put them up on the shelf. Marcus out here, this is an area where we split some wood, and we started selling firewood recently, just on the side, just for the fun of it, because I had some ash trees to take down. And a buddy of mine got me these IBC containers, so I took the tanks out of them, and you can fit about one face cord of firewood in these three larger ones. That's a shorter one, so I'd probably sell that for a few bucks less than than a face cord. But for the most part, these right here are level to the top, as you can see. That's a face cord a piece. And what Marcus is doing is we split some of this wood here, and this is our fire pit area, and he's just kind of shoveling some of this stuff up. So we've always wanted to buy one of these. Go ahead, kiddo. And now we decided to go ahead and get one. We bought a four-wheeler. So the story goes, a few months ago, Marcus helped me do the annual maintenance for the tractor. Changing oil, changing filters, we changed out the belt, coolant, that kind of stuff. And he really showed an interest in working on that kind of stuff, using his hands and doing some wrenching. So I decided, my wife and I decided it would be okay to go find a used four-wheeler to work on, and kind of Marcus and I could do the work ourselves. Now, I intended for doing some of these videos, working on this machine, to do them on a video, but in reality, my objective was more to work with Marcus and teach him some things. And I thought that taking a video of that and focusing on the video would take away from my ability to really focus with him on what he was working on and teach him some things. So this is a Honda Recon. It is a two-wheel drive four-wheeler. My family's always had four-wheel drive, but finding something used and to work on fairly inexpensively, this two-wheel drive model was much more economical than trying to find something big. It is only a 250. It's marked down as a 250 cc. The engine is actually 229, I think, cc's. Real small, single cylinder. So far, what Marcus and I have done, we pulled all the side panels off of here, and obviously we replaced spark plug, air filter, that kind of stuff. Underneath here are the intake and exhaust valves on the top of the engine, and those needed adjustment because the engine was really making a clicking noise when we got it. But a quick adjustment of those, and that went away pretty quick. We changed the oil, we changed the rear gear oil in the back. We put new front tires on because the front tires did not hold air, and the rear tires are not in terrible shape, But if you look at in a couple of spots on these rear tires, there are some dry rotting going on. So probably in the next month or so, we'll get the rears that match the fronts, and we'll be ready to go. So pretty good little machine. All the plastic's in good shape. As you guys can see, I mounted this little basket on here. It's a hard plastic container just for hauling stuff, zip tied with heavy duty zip ties on there. So if you throw a bike helmet in there, or you know, a motorbike helmet, or whatever tools you happen to have. But yeah, for zipping around the property, it's going to be a nice little piece of equipment. We did have to replace the tail light. The financials on this thing are, I found it was a little ways away. I had to drive a few hours to get it, but the price was right. I paid a guy $1,300 for this, and so far we have, I want to say $300 into just parts and working on it. Most of that being the front tires. The tires were like $130, I think. But yeah, it's gonna be a nice little addition to the farm here. Appreciate you guys watching this video. Probably will do another video of these guys riding this thing around here. We have some other projects gonna come up on the farm here, and we will see you on the next one.